Hello, I'm Paul Franklin. Today I'm going to give you a quick intro demo on inline editing for Joomla and how I think this can transform your site. Probably best to start off by saying that I'm using version 1.7.7 of the Arc editor, which means as soon as I've created this video, this tutorial will be a little bit out of date. So please check out our website at arcextensions.com and get the lowdown on the latest features coming out. I can say it's a very active project. We're learning as we're going along, and so there's lots of things coming out. So things do change, so please check that out. Today I'm going to go on the presumption that we've already installed the editor onto your Joomla free site and that we are ready to go. Now, if you need any more information on that, you can go to our support area on arcextensions.com and you can find documentation on how to install the Arc editor here. Just quickly show you installing the Arc editor with the extension manager. So I'm just going to leave that for you to investigate and work out if you haven't already installed it, but it's pretty easy to do, and it just uses Joomla's installer, or we've got our own extension manager, so whatever works for you, that's fine. Okay, back to the topic. First, it's probably worth mentioning that until now people have only edited content in Joomla, one being via the back end, as you can see here, by adding an article, which we can do here, or another way that people can edit content is through the custom HTML modules in Joomla. We can edit your content, and also on the front end as well. And you've probably seen it in your articles. You get this little edit icon for front end editing in Joomla. So these are the three main ways that we've up to now been able to edit in Joomla. But now inline editing simplifies the whole process. You really can edit your content live within your template, adjust your headings, add new styles from the inline editor with a click of a button. Or you can update your images in live in your template. Browse, find new images, insert, crop them down to size if you need, and insert them back into your website. We can also toggle down and edit other HTML elements on the page, such as Joomla's articles, and if we click on it, you will see that it will open up to reveal the content after the read more tag, so which makes it very easy for us to update our content quickly. Things also work here a little bit different, as I'm going to show you. Okay, first of all, we don't have to replicate the styling as you would in traditional what you see is what you get modes. And also, if we browse across to modules, we can see that we can edit one module to another module to a different module. And so it's quite easy just to click on and off an article to a module. So what this means is that the familiar undo and redo WYSIWYG buttons that you would find when editing a Joomla article don't work here, because as each time we click on and off, an instance of the HTML is saved. So to overcome this, we've extended Joomla's version into modules, which means that a copy can quickly be reverted. So let me show you. I'm just going to quickly upload an image. Okay, click off. We see that it's been saved, and we can come back, click on a versioning icon. Okay, we can preview this one. We see that there isn't an image here. Click off, and then we can just restore. I recall demoing editing inline at the J and Beyond last year, and a few people came back to me with questions. And so I just want to highlight these couple of points to get you up and going. First, you need to be logged into the front end of your site. And second, your user account needs to have editing privileges. And lastly, there are a few Joomla settings for module editing that I'd like to show you. Okay, let's quickly work through this on the back end. Just go to our user. We've got a demo user here. Now I'm going to make sure that this user, I'm going to give this user publishing privileges so that he can edit content on the front end of the site, and save and close. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is to go to extensions and modules, and not a lot of people realize this. We're going to go to options, okay, and you want to make sure that you've got your edit modules on site, okay, and change your permissions. Let's look at publisher here. We want to make sure that he's got front end ability to edit these modules. Okay, so I'm just going to change that to allow and save and close. Okay, that wasn't too difficult. Now I'm going to show you how to create a login menu on the front end of your site as well. We're going to go to menus, so we're going to go to new. Okay, I'm just going to call mine login. I'm going to select a menu type, system. I'm going to go down to users. I'm going to just select login form here. I'm going to make sure that comes up on my main menu and save and close. Okay, great. So let's go to the front end and just refresh our screen. Here we have a login form here. So what we need to do next is to log in. If you've seen that we've created a demo user and he's got publishing privileges, and also we've allowed him to have ability to edit modules from the front end. So we're going to just log in with our user password. Okay, and we're going to go to the home page. The first thing you will notice is this toolbar over on the right hand side, and that you can open it and that you can close it. This is a very important feature as it allows you to toggle between browsing and inline editing mode. So a classic example of this could be with your site logo. You've wrapped an A-link around it and you use that as part of your navigation to always navigate back to the home page. But without somehow being able to lock down certain modules and parts of your site, you could see that this could be a problem. Instead of actually being able to take you home, you actually end up editing the link. So let me just put the editor into inline mode. I'm going to enable it over here. I'm going to close it down here, and I'm going to show you this module over here. At the moment, if we click on it, we find that instead of actually leading us to our Twitter page, it's actually opening up with an A-link. So what I can do in this instance, I can close this down, disable inline editing mode, and then I can use the link and it takes me to our Twitter page. Another way that you can lock down certain parts or modules on your site is with using the noEdit class. So let me just go to the back end of the site and I'll show you how that works. Let's go to the module manager, and I've called this noEdit. Okay, so what we can do is here, open the module up, go to advanced. You see here's our module. In the back end, in the header class, we can just write no edit. There you are, and then we can save that out. Okay, let's go back to the front end of our site, and you can see that inline editing is enabled over on the toolbar, and we're able to edit the modules on the page, even Joomla's articles over here. But when we go to our module, we find that it's now protected by the noEdit class. We can follow the link now. Instead of editing it, will take us to our Facebook page. And this is such an important aspect when it comes to configuring your site for inline editing, because there will be parts that you will want to lock down. Now, as we come to finish, I want to make it clear that if you have a third-party module, or pulling in a form, or displaying content from a component, or something similar, you're not going to be able to inline edit that. This is simply because there isn't any HTML in the database to edit. An example on this page could be with the most popular articles. We can see that we're unable to edit this module. There are also some content plugins that are doing some transformation, and this can also be troublesome. So when and if this is detected by the editor, inline editing will be disabled. I'll touch base with you on this another time, but from now we're going to land. And I just want to say thank you for listening.